Hello everyone, this is a quick video of the parent and subtask sync feature. So here we are in my list, and right here I have a task called prepare demo presentation. And this task has two subtasks. In order to complete this task, I have to create slides and review and finalize slides. So once these are done, I have essentially completed this parent task. So if we hop into these subtasks, you'll see that they have start dates and due dates. I'm starting this subtask on Sunday and ending on Monday. For some reason, I'm working on the weekend, but that's okay. And this second subtask here, I'm starting on the 3rd and ending on the 4th. Now, this parent task doesn't actually have start dates, which doesn't really make sense, right? Because technically, when we need to start this first subtask, this task should kick off. This is the work that we're actually doing for this task. So it would make sense that the parent task reflects the due dates of these subtasks. And that's exactly what this parent and subtask sync feature does. So what we would want to happen is that the parent task's due date and start date represent these subtasks. So the parent task start date is going to represent the earliest start date of these subtasks, and the parent task due date is going to represent the latest due date, the last due date of the subtask. And let me show you how this works. So this feature is available in Gantt view currently. And so we can open up the task here, which is prepare demo presentation. Let's scroll over to when this is scheduled for. Now, right now we see an entry here on Gantt for these two subtasks, but it does make sense that we would see prepare demo presentation here since it is technically this work. Now, how do we access the parent and subtask sync? We can right click on the task here and we will find the sync dates with subtasks option, and you'll want to easily turn it on by toggling it on. And once you toggle it on, you now see that we kind of have this like overlay, if you will, over the subtasks here. And it is kind of a visual way to show that this parent task is made up of these subtasks. Now, if this subtask, which has the earliest start date, were to move, you'll notice that the parent task is going to move with it because the parent task's start date is aligned with the earliest start date here. And if I were to move this all the way back, you'll notice that the parent task is going to stick on the review and finalize slide subtask because that now is the earliest start date. And this is now the latest due date. And so this is going to change depending on where the subtasks are, which again makes sense. This represents the actual work we are doing for this task. So we want the parent task due date and start date to represent the dates on these subtasks. And that is the feature. So if you have any questions, let me know. Thanks so much for watching.